Okay, so little explanation as to these photos that I just shared on a community post. This is the sky to the north where I live. And we've got a 3-shot, bit of a panorama. The yellow line is glare from a light inside my garage that was to the right of where I was standing. This is the phone camera, infrared or night vision or whatever. And then the photo viewer app has an edit function, and that edit function has a whole bunch of Google options to try Google Plus and one free enhance. This is the free enhance. The detail here of these images is terrible, unfortunately, but what we're looking at here is my tree line and the sky. Now, this kind of pale, almost green colored phantasm in the sky, you can see here, kind of looks like kind of a turbid, flickery. That is the aurora, and it is not ribbons. It is this frying, crackly plasma. And these dark spots here are not clouds in the sky. This is not brightness behind clouds. This is plasma filaments and currents moving very slowly, but discernibly moving. My video part of the camera recording was not able to capture any light data whatsoever, so I was not able to do anything to show it in video. So these are not clouds. These are gaps in the plasma. There are stars visible through both with the naked eye, and these shapes of these are slowly moving. There are tiny little tendrils in between. It's like bubbles and pockets. It's three-dimensional, you see. It's really hard to make out in the picture, but this is the best aurora photography I've ever gotten, of the few times I've actually been able to get it to register. The green color comes through in the enhancement. I did no color enhancement. There was no action on sliders. And again, this is night vision, so it's really reading photons and thermal energy because the windmill is metal, it is cold. And the plasma is certainly warmer than the air around it. And yeah, so this is what the sky looks like to the north. Again, this stuff here, the detail is terrible. It's very fine and wispy. There are little lines. It looks like noctiluminescent clouds. Noctilucent clouds. But the sun is long since set. This is after midnight. These were taken 20 minutes ago, if that. So there's no sun to account for that on a visual light angle. The moon is below the horizon and doesn't reflect that much light to make noctilucence like that. So this is definitely aurora. And yeah, it's this was literally like the 3 seconds click, and then I moved over to the next spot and clicked that. So this is over the course of less than 10 seconds. And you can see even here that between here and here, things are different. And these are not clouds. This is the movement of the light green, which is in fact the foreground. The dark bits here are actually the background. It's an eyeball-hurting brain bender to look at. And the sky sounded like it was rumbling, but I didn't notice any jets. So again, what we're looking at here is tree line, sky. There is no moon. The moon is long since set. Due north is about here, I think, somewhere in this area. Due north. Bro, function. I've been having the worst time with my touch screens today. due north. So yeah, at sunset, specifically a little over an hour after sunset, I happened to be on an elevated section of freeway and was able to see the horizon to the north was blood red underneath the clouds that were there at the time. Those clouds have since cleared out. The only clouds that are present basically stop over my house, and all of this is farther north. This is looking over the direction of Wapello, Mediapolis, up north to the Quad Cities. This goofy cat. Hickory dickory dock, my cat jumped on my clock. So that's what I got. I'll leave a link to the post in the description if you want to look at the video pictures more directly, and I will be uploading more, just not at this moment.